Hey everybody, welcome back to episode 18. Today we have our guest from West Georgia Power Sports, Brady and Brownlee.
I'm Brownlee. How y'all doing today?
Brownlee, what's the pour of the week?
It's the Washington apple. Has crown apple, cranberry juice, and sour apple pucker. Shout out to Bottoms Up for supplying this for us.
Cheers.
I'll say. What you rate that? I think it's pretty good. I thought it was gonna be bad.
I feel like it's a lot of trouble.
Really?
If I was drinking down the razor, I would.
Too much apple.
It would be in the shop.
What you over there
Too easy to
drinking
go
on?
down. Bud Light.
All right.
I know.
That used to be my drink back in the day.
Oh, we can't forget we got Eddie on here today.
Yeah, we always have Ed. Yeah.
How's everybody doing today?
We changed it up. We moved it into the indoor bar to have AC for the night.
Yeah, feels great.
That because there's no kids.
I think it needs to be turned up just a little bit more. You know, my menopause is starting to kick in. You know,
That's right.
I'm burning up. I feel like I'm about to start sweating.
I'm pretty sure you'll have that shirt off by the end of it.
Probably.
Make sure Hunter's not here.
Oh my goodness.
Oh shit. All right. So, West Georgia Power Sports. How'd you get into it?
Started racing when I was real young, and my parents didn't have a whole lot of money, so we kind of had to work on our own things. And I worked on all my dirt bikes growing up, and I went to school. MMI. Don't recommend it.
Don't recommend.
$30,000 for 18 months is not really worth what it got you. And then just kind of went from there and moved back to Wisconsin, where I'm from. Got a job at a shop, and my wife didn't like snow, so
Down to Georgia you go.
Picked a spot on a map. Honestly, I listened to podcasts, and there was a podcast called DMXS. It was about dirt bikes.
Yeah.
They were in Bremen.
Okay.
We moved to Temple,
That's pretty cool.
and got a job at CycleWorks in Rooteville, and
I remember when you were. I've been following you on Facebook and everything for a while, and you had that other shop packed out.
my one at my house.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You had it slammed.
I started at my house in a little 30 by 50 shop and realized real quick that I needed to get it away from the house real quick.
Yeah, you can't have business at home.
No. And then we moved into, well, we call it the hole in the wall. It was just a body shop that did body shop repairs, and we cut a hole inside the wall and put a garage door in it, and now we're at our spot now. And now it's good.
It's a good spot. I saw it coming home from Morris Mountain one day. Well, you were with me. It's right there in Franklin coming back. You were probably intoxicated. I think that was after I got pulled over.
Yeah, I was passed out. Yeah.
Yeah, so we've been in that shop for since December,
That's good.
and now it's just gotten crazy.
So how long have you been doing it, like as West Georgia Power Sports?
5 years.
5 years.
Going on 5 years, like
Yeah.
next month.
Okay.
That's good.
That's great.
But I've done side work. When I started at CycleWorks, I pretty much had an agreement with them where they have a thing called moonlighting, where you're not allowed to be a technician and then work on the side.
Mm-hmm.
And I told them that's where my money comes from. So
Hey, you don't pay me enough.
I was like, if this is a problem, I'm not ever going to come work here.
Yeah.
And he agreed. So pretty much built my clientele through side work. Didn't take nothing from the shop,
Right.
but built a good name, and just kind of got to the point where they say when your side work outweighs your regular work, it's time to go do something else. And
Yeah.
that's what I do.
Mine was kind of opposite though. I ran a shop as a maintenance supervisor, and I was cutting grass on the side. So it was two different ball games.
Yeah.
And I would cut grass from 6 a.m. to 12, and then work there from 2 to midnight.
Yep.
It was every day, and finally my daughter was born, and I just cut it off.
I 100% understand
More
that.
than I just cut off.
I walked out, but it happens.
So what all you work on over there?
Everything pretty much. Besides, we don't do any street bikes.
Yeah.
Just as liability stuff and insurance, and
Smart.
it's a headache.
Yeah.
So just side by sides, 4-wheelers, dirt bikes here and there, but mainly side by sides.
Okay.
They're a big hot commodity around here.
What, side by side?
Yeah, everybody breaks them.
I know, because you think you got to full send it every time.
I don't.
So
I
was-
am a beer drinker.
I
drive
know.
around,
Me too.
and I can drive around in low all day long and never getting high.
I know we discussed the powder coat so many times. But what I'm saying is, like, that's what I would just want to ride the trail. Like, I'm not out here trying to
Tomorrow?
full send. Me and Brownlee, that's what we talked about one time. I was like, if I had one of those, I'd just be cruising.
Yeah.
Like, because I'm not out here trying to blow what. Okay, so if I full send it, right, and then I need a whole new front end, how much am I out? You know?
Well, most of the time, if you full send and
A
your front-
arms are $700.
you blow a front diff out, you're $1,400 there. And
So, you know,
That's
you're
what
looking at probably, so like if I full send it, you're looking at probably at least like $3,000, really, right? You know what I mean? So I'm not trying to do that.
you would-
Those guys,
If you
those
get
young
regular-
guys, Evan and them,
They full send.
So let me tell
every
you about-
single one of their vehicles are tore up.
Yeah, we invited them to go to the house tomorrow. Everybody's broke. Not one of them's running right.
But I mean, Evan, his runs,
But
but
it's
it's tore up.
so
They're crazy, man.
But they don't care.
I get people that pick it up Friday
Break it Sunday.
and they say, "I'll see you Monday." They already know.
You're like,
And,
good, I'll see you then.
yeah, and it'll be there Monday, and they'll come. They say, "Fix what you can. I'll come pick it up Friday."
yeah.
Every time.
I wish I had that kind of money.
That's what I'm
Really?
saying.
And they usually have like a revolving tab. It's like being at a bar
Yeah.
where you open a tab, they just kind of have it revolving where,
Yeah.
can I just give you a certain amount a week?
Yeah.
And they just keep on going.
There you go.
It's not always good for the person that owns the business,
Oh, yeah.
though.
It's not good. Trust me, I got a company I cut grass for. They're 9 payments behind.
God almighty.
And I'm like, still, what I'm gonna hit them with a big bill is what I'm gonna do. But it happens.
Mm.
But yeah, they get into some wild shit out there, and we're gonna go to India tomorrow and cruise around. We got a new guy, our buddy Eastep. He just got a 4-seater, and he used to ride razors back in the day, but he's on a Pro XP on portals on 35, 4-inch portal, so it's like a monster truck, and he's a top trails person, and we're going to Indian, so we'll see how it plays out.
I don't think he's gonna have fun.
We're going to hit God's path first, and if you don't like it, we'll cruise
Wow.
trails.
A lot of people don't like portals, but
I'm going long travel. I bought a toy hauler. If it will fit in there, I'm going long travel. If it won't fit in there, I'm not long travel. I'm just going to keep driving down trails. I mean, that's just how it's going.
When you picking that trailer up?
Sunday, I'm going to do the inspection. We're picking up Wednesday.
Can you test it with Matt's razor?
Is a 2-seater. Is a Pro XP wider with long travel than a turbo with like his with long travel?
well,
Probably close.
his will be like a Turbo S, so it'd be 72, but it depends what offset wheel you have too. Because if you got 4.3, 5.2, or 6.1, like it's you got to add the extra inch there.
Pretty sure I got 4. I don't know. I got 3 sets of wheels now. We're not gonna talk about that in front of my wife though.
I mean, does she watch this?
Not very often. She listens to it, but she'll zone out.
Oh man, man! I told him she gonna find out. She gonna find
I
out.
purchased new wheels and tires, stickies and new wheels, B-locks. And when I got home with them, I never told her where I was. I just stopped by there and picked them up, drove down the road, down the driveway, threw them in the shop, and come in the house. I didn't have to explain nothing. I had to go to the shop. So
Man, what if she just be like?
I'm gonna say he's buying my old ones.
You're the one that's gonna take the fall.
Well, she ain't gonna get on to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I think when she sees it, she's gonna be like, "Oh, it's great."
Oh man.
Depends. I mean, she talks me into. I mean, how much money's in
Oh yeah, she.
this?
Yeah.
That's her whole collection right there.
Yeah, I'll walk in here.
That's
She's
from
in here.
that's from
drinking.
Georgia to California, right there on that
Probably
corner.
like that much of whiskey in a glass, no ice, straight. I'm just like,
She's a grown one.
what in the world?
You'll see her when she gets here. She's like 5'3", 5'4", and doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my wife.
But yeah, what's the? That's you.
Yeah.
Oh, hell of a reach on there.
Phone.
Man, that's dubstep, bro. What you talking about?
That might be.
I was back in high school there for a minute.
Damn.
Damn.
Well, see, my phone is normally on silent.
Is that her?
Yeah.
It might be your order.
Maybe.
I might want to text her.
What are you ordering?
Huh? Chick-fil-A, homie. You know.
Oh my God!
You
No.
know, you know,
Yeah, you know what I
know.
wanted? I wanted something from the Mexican restaurant.
You know,
they already left there. They're drunk.
hey, you know what? You gotta have that motherfucking cornbread.
Nah,
You gonna eat that cornbread, boy? They burn mine every time. So,
no.
but what's the recently? What's the worst you've seen in a razor? Like, what do you have a highest repair bill yet?
Not necessarily a repair bill, but we built a Pro R for a guy, and he wanted hydro steer.
Oh,
He had 4-inch portals on it, and when they have the 4-wheel drive lock. So if you put it in 4-wheel drive lock, you can't turn with the OEM power steering.
yeah.
And he went out to Moab and was going up Hell's Revenge, and went to go needed to turn just to kind of get over a rut or get out of the line, and he couldn't turn. Well, he tipped over. So he brought it, and he's like, I want it to turn, I want more power, and I want some better stuff. So we got about 120,000 into it. But it's probably the only, I think, as far as I know, it's probably the only Pro R around here that has hydro steer on it.
He's local.
Yeah, he lives right down the road.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a very interesting project to try and customize and fab up a way to put hydro steer on something that's not supposed to have hydro steer.
Sure.
Which we used we got it from Dirt Division ATV up in Canada. And it's actually a orbital out of the whole power steering setup. It's electric power steering, so it's not like Ross Pilgrim's setup that comes and runs off the crank.
Mm-hmm.
This is an electric one. That's the same thing that's in a Dodge Charger and some of the Jeeps and stuff like that. So it worked pretty good, but there's some fine tuning that needs to be done. But yeah, he's got a fortune in it.
Sounds like you don't care about the money though. I mean, I'm tight with mine, but I don't know. I guess I don't need to spend a lot of money on it because I don't do nothing but ride around, drink beer.
And his sits in the shop 90% of the time.
So it's just for looks, basically.
Status symbol.
It's pretty damn badass, but man, it's a lot of money.
I would like to have a North Star crew.
Yeah, that's why I'm selling mine.
On long travel and 35s and be done.
Yep, and good shots.
Baby Nate been
Heat
talking
and AC
about.
and just cruise and be done with it. But my wife likes the sportiness of a Razor, so that's why I bought a Razor.
You can make a North Star ride like a Razor.
You could.
Just get some Zebro shocks and a long travel, and you're ready to roll.
Are those tuners any good for the Razor by the pros?
Tuners? Depends which one you want to go with. We use Evo most of the time just because it's easy. I can hook my phone up to it and tune it right then and there. But Bikeman has some good tunes. AA has some tunes. They're
decent.
They're risky.
Oh.
No, AA. If you want the most power, you go AA. But
you're risking it.
They'll push the limits a lot more than like DynoJet and Trinity and Evo and all the other companies.
We gotta get you going.
I know. I just need something new. That's all.
I don't know about new. I regret.
Not like new.
I kind of regret buying a new one for the price, but
I'll still buy another used one. But I do need something else. I think. I think. I mean, hey, he said it himself. Get rid of it. I mean,
it needs some work.
It
needs a little work. Just a little bit.
I mean, I haven't rode it since when? Let's see.
It's been. Last time we rode was at Indian, and you.
When Corey first took his out.
So it's been a few months.
Yeah, got halfway up the mountain, just cut off. Cut off.
It was overheating.
Yeah, overheating.
The fan wouldn't click on.
But the fan works. So we don't know exactly.
It's getting
like if it's not getting power or what.
They have that little 20 amp weird. It's not like a fuse. It sticks up taller. Black.
It's a relay. It's like a relay almost. It's the bigger fuse.
Yep, the taller fuse. Yep. Sometimes those go, which is pretty rare, but
I can't remember what we did to get it started. The fan. How did we get it to start?
When?
Remember, it came
At
on.
Indian?
No,
Or
here.
I think we shot power to it.
Is that what it was?
Run power to the blue wire, should fire up.
We got, I told him just put it on switch on off. When you're riding, turn that thing on.
But no, I mean,
It's actually better for it anyways. It'll run cooler.
Yeah.
That's what we tried to tell you.
It's running cooler right now because it's not running.
It's not running at all.
It ran a little
Well,
hot.
I mean, I bet it ran real cool when you threw all that water on it. I mean,
that little water I threw on there.
It's definitely not running
Nah.
or shifting.
Yeah, it's definitely not going to shift.
Yeah.
It's in
That
it,
thing
but
burnt
so-
slap through.
So how I knew the shifter was messed up, so I went flying up the driveway, and I should have known something happened to it because I heard something pop, but I didn't think nothing of it. And so I'm like, I go into the main road, go flying, and I see smoke. Just kept going.
That's just
But I could where I was, I couldn't just turn around. So I went that way, and I went on to whatever that road is.
Why couldn't you turn around?
I don't remember, bro. It's so long ago. I've been
So-
drunk like 10 times since. then.
so you know, listening to that story, I couldn't tell if you were talking about driving that side by side or driving that Lexus.
Damn.
If I was driving it, I heard something pop. I didn't even care. I just kept going.
Look,
It'll be all right.
You'll be all right.
it'd be alright.
You'll be all right.
I'll say a 7.3 with 400,000 miles on
I'm
it.
good.
Some truck
No,
there.
you'll be all right. You'll be all right for that. So, just some questions. Like,
Ooh.
obviously, these guys, you know, he's asking like long travel stuff like that. What's one upgrade that you would always recommend to your customers? Like,
If you're going to do a gear reduction, upgrade your bearings at the same time. Transmission's already apart.
yeah,
I have the biggest, that's one of the biggest problems I have is people come to me and say, how much is a gear reduction? And honestly, I'm usually $500-$600 more than everybody else. Because I'm not going to go into your transmission and rebuild it and not upgrade a part that I know does have a problem.
right.
So if I'm going to go into it, I'm going to do it right. I'm not going to be the cheapest.
Right.
I'll never be the cheapest on anything, probably. I ain't going to lie.
Can't make money that way.
No, and I don't want to sound like an asshole, but like I'm not hurting for the work. I have
Right.
plenty to do. So if you don't want to do it the way I want to do it, where I put my name on it, I'm not gonna do it
Yeah,
because
that makes a lot of sense though.
there's a lot of shops
Yeah.
around here, which I know most of them, and we all get along, and we've all talked about trying to let's not cut each other's throat because that's not good for anybody.
Right.
So some of them will do it, but then there's some that they get to a point where they don't have nothing to do and they're like, oh, we'll do it for half the price. And then I get a customer mad at me,
Yeah.
calling me like, why? Well, he's this price. And sorry.
But you're doing it the right way.
Yeah. And
Well, I mean, that other guy just needs somebody to come in there to
Yeah.
keep the lights on.
Yeah.
yeah. And I just tell them like, this is what I'm going to do. If you don't want to do it that way, then don't bring it to me.
Yeah.
Because I'm not putting my name on it if you want it done the other way.
Right. You know, I feel the same way about what I do. Wouldn't you say?
Yes.
So I mean, what I would definitely say that is a fair assumption of the same way that I feel about what I do. So I'm a diesel technician, right? For a major company that we don't mention here, obviously, right? And
That's where I was a manager at.
so, like, I have to do these whenever I do these maintenances. I also do a federal inspection at the same time, and it's a yes or no questions. And if it's a no, I'm saying no. And I mean, I'll have like a whole list of stuff.
He will.
That's
But then the manager wants you to say, okay, just
Back in
right. And I'm
Back
like,
on.
no, that's my name on that.
Yeah.
If that truck goes down that road and there's a problem, you know,
if that tire falls off and
that
hits somebody and kills them, that's on me.
That company's not going to protect me.
Yeah.
But the fact
That
that
is
I said
true.
it was wrong and now you had to go behind me and say, oh, it wasn't, then that's on you at that point.
Mm-hmm.
So I just
He
transferred.
gets on to me for not doing stuff
Yeah.
right. That's why I'm over here laughing.
Yeah. So I just recently transferred to a new location and I'm having that battle right now because I'm like, I'm not going to half-ass it.
Nope.
So
That's not what you pay me to do. You pay me to do what I'm supposed to do.
right.
And I would assume I worked for Goodyear for a
Right.
while, so I kind of know.
Yeah.
They make you go jump out through all these hoops and certifying this and certifying that, which tells you how you're supposed to do it.
Right.
So then they're telling you not to do it, but it's like, well, I just wasted my time doing all this stuff, and you're telling me that don't matter?
Right. So, yeah. So I mean, I agree with you 100%. Hey, this is what it is. It's black and white. So.
And I get people that, like, I grew up north. I'm not from the south. We grew up a little different, and people come off and say, man, you're kind of an asshole sometimes. I'm like, not being an asshole. I'm just not wasting your time, not wasting my time. Telling you how it is, and
Yeah.
you can take it or leave it. And if you don't want to do it, then I'm not going to be upset about it.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it's my name on it.
So, we talked about what you recommend that people do spend their money on. What are some parts that you see a lot of people wasting their money on for no reason?
Wet sounds.
Mm-hmm.
You know all about that too.
I got a sound bar in the shop for sale.
Yeah. Let me guess, the button's bad.
The power button?
Yeah.
I just put UTV stereo on mine. It's extremely loud now. Shout out to Bridges Audio.
I have an air horn over here. You can't hear it, but
Oh, right. Okay. I was like, he looked at me funny, like, what, am I supposed to say something?
Okay, let's not go into audio. What else?
I don't do audio. I can't stand audio. I hate wiring. I hate it. I'll do it, but man,
Cheap rock lights.
Amazon rock lights. Man. Damn it, man. Amazon rock lights. They suck, and they only give you go get somebody. It never fails. They have a 4-seater.
4 foot of wire.
And you don't have enough wire. And then you got to take the whole unit apart and try to put that controller somewhere. And the wires are so damn small, you can't extend them to make it work. And you call them and like, it's not going to work how you want it to. And they get mad at you. Like, well, I said, you paid $100 for rock lights. There's a reason Infinite Off-Road. They can be a sponsor, I guess.
not a sponsor, but could be, right?
Yeah, not a sponsor, but could be. They usually give you extra extenders to make it work, and
they stand behind their name too.
Yes, they do. You can do anything.
I'm about to order some of those. The only reason I'm talking about it because my Amazon ones,
no
good.
Suck.
If I play my music, my rock lights don't work. If I play my rock lights, the music don't work.
Mm-hmm.
So.
No, they're pretty good. We've been using them. That's what I got on mine, and hell, you can rip a wire out of them for something you did stupid, and it's not their fault, and they'll still send you some.
That's good. That's customer service.
Yeah, they have good customer service as far as that.
Audio, rock lights.
What else do people waste money on?
It's gotta be something.
One thing that people don't think about a lot that they should spend a little bit of money on is like tender springs.
So
Suspension.
I need to get with you on that on mine.
Suspension is a huge part of how everything, especially around here where it's a lot of rocks and crawling.
It's pretty rough.
And I'll get people that say, man, it's just beat me up. And it's like, for $300, you can get some tender springs, and it'll give you a totally different ride for, well, if you want to completely redo them, it's like $2,000, but Shock Therapy will completely redo them, valve them, spring them, everything for exactly how you want to ride.
That'd be nice. But I don't think I can pull that one off.
Oh man, tell you hey, when you in trouble, hey, don't be, hey Brownlee, man, I don't got in trouble.
You want to hang out in the toy hauler?
We'll go eat some wings somewhere.
You want to go on a guy's weekend ride?
Yep. Sleep in the camper. She only kicks me out for a few hours. It's not a lot.
So I've never been on a side by side. I've never driven a side by side, anything like that. So if somebody like me who's brand new to it, what's something that they should look for when they go to buy their first side by side?
Don't buy a Can-Am.
Thank you. Oh, I wish the boy at work for me was here.
It's just something. It really
costs more to work on, right?
They suck to work on. They're miserable. if you want to go fast in a straight line, buy you a Can-Am. If you want to ride around here, Polaris, a KRX is.
You can't beat KRX.
Man, it's hard to beat something.
Don't they come stock on 35s, 37s, or something?
No, but you can put 35s on them and not touch them, and just go and ride and do everything everybody else does.
Yeah. How you feel about the Honda Talon?
We got a kid.
He's leaving.
He gonna did some things on that.
He's leaving.
But he sold it though. He sold it. He got rid of it.
Did he get rid of it?
Polaris now.
Yeah, he got rid of it. He sold it.
He dogged
Grant
that out.
Waller, you ever heard of Grant Waller? He takes his, and we flipped it down the hill in Morris Mountain because it was stuck. And he just said, flip it over, flip it down the hill. We drug it back on the roof.
Had his one tire inside in my passenger seat.
They say you can't beat a Honda. You can't beat a Honda Rancher. I guarantee it, 4-wheeler.
No, you can't
cannot
beat
kill
that.
those.
Or a Honda 300.
Yep.
But a Honda Talon, if the motor goes bad,
Yeah.
you're
I don't know.
7-8 grand. The motor goes bad in a Pro XP, you're 45, 5 grand.
Yeah.
You can buy one from Rob Clinton or Dustin Robbins for a brand new OEM long block for half the price you can rebuild the Talon for. And the Subtrans, which Adam Brown is going to get mad about this, but he's all about the Honda Talons. But if you want to rebuild the Subtrans, it's going to be $2 grand probably, and they're notorious for going bad.
I'll stick to driving down the main trails, my Polaris.
I got a Ranger, so
Hey, I want a Ranger so bad.
mine's not a North Star. Mine's a regular Ranger Premium, has the ride command stuff that means nothing. But I thought it would be cool to put it on portals and big tires and wheels and make it stand out. You can go to Indian. It's not fun. You get beat to death all day long.
We had a guy ride with us at Indy, and he was in a North Star, 4-seater, 6-seater, whatever they are now. And he was on long travel, 35s, and he went everywhere we went.
Mm-hmm.
Everywhere.
That's
And he said the only thing he got scared of was when he got on the side of a hill and he felt top heavy.
Yep.
But he was really cool.
Now going up God's Path, when you go up and then you take the left to go on the easier trail, and they have that cable going across where you go down the rocks there. So it's getting pretty skinny right there. We went during the anniversary ride, and I barely made it around there.
What, who was there?
You were not there mentally, but you were there.
If you were riding, you were definitely.
He gets to like
Oh man,
this, and I mean, we pull in the parking lot before we unhook a strap. We take a fireball shot. And
well,
9 o'clock
I
in the
take more than a fireball shot.
He's over here
I'm
buzz
drinking
balls.
before I even get there. We're driving down the road, and I'm like,
I'm the good friend that tells you. I tell you everybody's stuff. I get them home. Like that's just me, but it's a good time. I mean, now we'll be able to spend the night on rides and stuff.
Yeah.
So I bought a camper, and I think it'll be more fun.
yeah, I keep telling me there's no night rides are different.
Mhm.
So much
I've
different.
never been on a night ride ever.
So different.
That's where all the fun stuff happens.
Yeah.
We're going to Top Trails for a weekend, but Top Trails, all they have is what, 5 hills?
Yeah, they don't. That's the thing. If you want rocks and climbing and stuff, you go to Indian. But if you would kind of want to chill and just ease around, Top Trails is, from what, I don't really go riding that much. I got 3,500 miles on mine, and mine's all around my house. So.
Put a tag on it?
No, then they catch you.
Sounds like the guy in Florida.
No, I got a triangle.
Yeah.
I'm a farmer.
Yeah, I got a tag on that one. Yeah.
No, I was kind of worried about that one, if they were going to do ad valorem stuff on that.
Oh yeah, I pay taxes at dealer, but the tag was $20.
Yeah, the tag sheet. Yeah.
And it's nice. Like earlier, I was here by myself, and I was like, "Well, hell, I ain't gonna stop and get gas in the morning. I get ice, but I want to get gas." I drove up to the gas station, filled it up, got a drink, walked out, and left.
Well, that's what I was thinking when I was coming here. I was like, man, I'm never hit a county road. I could literally drive my side by side here.
Mm-hmm. Good. And then hang out and podcast and drink. Drive back. What else you got, Eddie?
How often? Let's not do that one. What about? What's the wildest breakdown or trail repair story you've seen? Like where somebody's just brought it to you and you're just like, what the hell happened here?
You know Cody Craig? He's like 21 and doesn't care. He's in a chassis now. He just totaled his 4-seater on TC 2.0 at Indian. He had a Pro like mine, but it had a yellow cage on it, gray with yellow.
I don't think I know him.
He's also one of those trail stories guys.
Yeah.
Anyway.
One of the ones that don't care if he tears his stuff up.
I don't know. I had a. Speaking of Craig, damn, what is his name now? But he had a tube chassis that he raced in the National Rock Racing Series, and he was attracted to trees, unfortunately. So every time he raced,
I forgot all about that.
he seemed to hit a tree. So that was, which we didn't. Usually he had it fixed so he could try and get out there the next race, but.
He wasn't the guy that hit the tree in the Facebook video, was he? Jumped the hill, ran slap into the tree.
Did he blow his front end out? Like completely throw everything?
No, was this last or couple weekends ago on the Pro R?
Video, and there was a guy that jumped the hill on a chassis and come down the hill and just smashed the tree and it blew everything.
Oh no! No, that was right off the rip, at the start. Yeah, he came out and it was just like it disintegrated it.
I bet it hurt.
Yeah, I ran into a tree.
Yeah, but he was like checking to see if somebody was coming and just drove straight into it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I don't really have like a real trail one that I've had to deal with because I don't go ride. I don't have time. Most of the time I'm having to work. But we've had some mangled up units come in that a lot of times it's younger girls or their dad will let them ride the Razor for the first time and they go driving and don't know what's going on and comes in and the cage is flat and
Don't look at me.
there's no tires on it. And
My 11-year-old son, he gets out here, he'll get in that Pro and he'll turn Morgan Wallen on, turn his hat backwards, and he just drives all around.
Up and down, up and down.
Riding. The other day he had his little friend, she's a little girl, 12-year-old girl next to him, and she took his hat and put it on, and they rode forever. And I was like, dude. He's like, you gonna buy me a 4-seater? And I'm like, no. Today, he texted me today on my way home. And usually he don't text me very often, like if I'm on the way home. And he texted me, he's like, check this out. It was $160,000 SEMA build F450 truck. He said, what do you think about this one? I said, buy it. He said, bet. And then he sent me another one, the same color as my truck. He said, we can match. And I was like, no, dude, like, get off Google.
was the first one he sent you black?
It was white. I was like, get off Google now.
I was gonna say I got a buddy that built one just that same color gray as yours up in Bremen.
I saw him the first time I saw him flying around with that hat on backwards. I said, "Hey man, save some pussy for the rest of it."
Hey, he's backing him. I'm telling you, he get his damn forces on.
I mean, wait, did he have like 3 girlfriends in 1 week? One time?
Allegedly.
His 5th grade graduation, we were sitting there, and I listened to the names when he comes home talking about girls and stuff. And he was sitting there. He's the only kid in the whole school with Southern String hat on, Richie. He's got his own subscription, and he had his hat on. He's got a good looking mullet and everything, and they called off names. He had like 3 ex-girlfriends sitting behind him, a girl he liked next to him, and the girl he was dating in front of him. And I was like, they put this boy in a position. Like, you can't do the man like that.
Yeah, keeping his options open.
11 years old, and I'm like, I mean, his mom would be like, it's just like you, and whatever.
Be like that sometimes.
It happens.
All right, we can wrap it up with like a this or that. I got a this or that if y'all want to do that.
Okay. Polaris harnesses or aftermarket harnesses?
Aftermarket.
The retractable ones? They don't always retract.
They don't lock.
Yeah. What's yours?
Well, I mean, I had like a list I was going to
He had a list.
Oh, I was out.
he wanted to know for personal.
Oh, you were personally asking.
I got buddies that swear on the Polaris ones, and I have the Aces ones.
Yeah.
So
The Polaris ones suck.
yeah. Okay. Go ahead. This was
So, I mean, I think I already know the answer to this, but K&M or Polaris?
Polaris.
Yeah, I answered that earlier.
Trail riding or mud bogging?
Trail riding.
Trail riding, you got to wash it as much.
Trail riding. I would much rather people trail ride bring them than mud.
So on that, if they bring it to you covered in mud, do they have a fee to get it washed?
$120.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
You got what's his name come out? Woods? No, Woods.
No, I got a high school kid.
Oh.
We don't detail them either. I'm not
Yes.
detailing
You
your
get it
shit.
cleaned up to work on.
Yeah, I clean up the area that I need to clean up. I'm not your mom. I'm not
$20.
cleaning up after you.
That's a good deal.
I mean, let them know I'll detail it for $600.
Hell, come no, never mind.
Hey, Woods is cheap,
He is,
and he does a hell of a job.
but he don't travel out here.
He travels to Rootville,
Oh shit, where's he out of?
somewhere up by Levi and them. I'm not sure exactly where he comes from.
What else you got?
Rock crawling or sand dunes?
I've never been on.
Yeah, I never.
Sand dunes, shit's fun.
So I want to go to King of Hammers. Bad. Like I want to go watch.
Is
it.
that the one in California?
Yeah, I want to go watch it at least next year. I'm gonna try.
It's hard to watch it because
They're everywhere.
Yeah, it's so spread out. But so I got a buddy, Adam Brown. He races it, and Dustin Robbins races it. But Adam does a live feed,
Oh, that's cool.
so you can watch from his car, which he screwed up this year, and it only lasted. He broke an axle right off the rip, and so you got to watch about an hour of him running back to the pits, grab an axle, and come back, and you didn't get to see the rest of it. But it's something you can watch.
I watched Whiskey Biz run it. Oh, wait,
Oh yeah, he did too.
Oh, their merch.
See the
I like
Batmobile?
whiskey biz. So beer or whiskey?
Depends on the day. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna say whiskey or bourbon,
yeah,
but
you know.
depends on the mood.
Early mornings or late nights?
Late night.
Late night.
Late nights.
Well, I don't get out of bed till 8 o'clock every day.
Built or bought?
Built.
So
Say you want to build or you want a tube chassis. Do you buy a tube chassis or build it?
Build it.
In my trucks, I buy them and tell the dealer to put the lift on.
Fix it right or fix it fast?
Fix it right.
Bullshit.
You're full of shit right there. You are full of shit with that.
Fix it right.
I knew that was coming.
You should have said it's circumstantial.
Yeah, it
If
depends
you're on the trail, you fix it fast.
Right. Let's see. Barbecue or tacos?
Barbecue tacos.
Get the fuck out of here.
I mean,
That sounds pretty damn good.
Where are you getting them from? Oink Joint over here?
I don't eat orange.
I mean, not Oink Joint.
Grumpy Pig.
Grumpy Pig.
Shout out to Grumpy Pig.
Yeah.
Not a sponsor, but could be.
The taco truck over at Indian Mountain's pretty good.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I'll be over there. I've been having barbecue sauce
That-
running down my hand.
Buffalo chicken quesadilla is where it's at.
I think that's really it for me.
You good?
You got anything you want to add?
Yeah. So where can people find you at? I got enough business. I don't need enough.
I got Facebook. I don't know.
Yeah.
Facebook, Franklin, Georgia.
Yeah. Just search West Georgia Power Sports.
West Georgia Power Sports.
If you got an iPhone,
Yeah.
don't Apple Maps it. It will bring you to my house. Drives me nuts. I don't know why it does it, but it does.
You haven't contacted Apple about it?
We have, and we've paid, and it won't change. You can Google Maps. Everything else will bring you right to the shop, but Apple Maps, for some reason, keeps bringing people
Pretty
to
easy.
the house.
Go to Franklin, go up the hill, take a left, take a right. You're there.
Yep.
I don't know.
Big
To
ass
me,
sign.
that seems like that should be a lawsuit against Apple. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You
tell me
said take
about
a
it.
right.
You go up
Putting
the hill.
your-
We've tried.
take a left,
You know, putting
So
your
you pass Max's?
safety.
You go up the top of the hill, take a left at that gas station that forks off going to Woodalley.
This way,
Yeah.
where the taco place is.
Yeah, the Mexican restaurant gas station.
So he lives past Mike.
Who?
Well, the shop is past Mike. Because you got a fork, and Mike lives that way. So you just go down that way.
You go up to the top of the hill and take a right.
Yeah, as soon as you get to the top, there's
So
like
he's-
an
he's
apartment
literally-
complex
He's
on
literally
there.
like right
Bro,
there.
you act like I've been to Mike's house like six
No,
times,
it's-
bro. I went
Well,
to
see,
Mike's
I'm
house.
down there all the time.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's by the arena. Before the arena.
Yeah, before the police station. I got
Eddie
the
doesn't
fire
know
department's
where-
my neighbor.
Yeah, Eddie doesn't know where it is. I know where it is because I'm down there all the
I'm
time.
over here like, what the fuck y'all talking about?
I've passed it a few times here and there.
So, what are you gonna do? A cheer or jeer?
I don't.
Well, I got a cheer and jeer.
You don't have a cheer or jeer?
Nah, not this week.
You want to explain cheers or jeers?
So, the jeer is
Something shitty that happened to you this week.
and then the cheer is just something good that happened.
Fuck, I'm gonna piss customers off.
Don't name it. Just don't name them.
Yeah.
No, the jeer is it was hot as fuck today.
It was pretty hot.
I mean, yeah.
I did not work today. I'm sorry to
Shit
show,
I did.
but
All I'm saying, my cheer and jeer was the same thing this week. Jeer, my mailbox broke.
broke. It broke.
Right? Allegedly, somehow. Allegedly. I don't know. So I pulled up from work, and then my nephew, who was staying with us because he's got summer school right now, and it's just closer from our house to keep him there. And I was pulling up, and I see him. He's carrying the mailbox, and I'm like, I'm like, what the fuck happened to the mailbox? You know. And so, you know, Daniel had just been there to pick up this tree. You know, shout out, hey, I appreciate you picking up that tree.
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't know if maybe he clipped it on the way out, you know.
I'd tell you if I.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
And then, so I asked the neighbor next door, who's part of the HOA, and he's a Coweta County Sheriff over there, was there any stipulations for the mailbox? You know, did it need to be a certain
Height
or whatever? He said it just had to be either a black post or a white post, you know. And I said, no problem. And he said, something happened to your mailbox? And I was like, yeah. And so he was like, I'll look up the cameras when I get home.
Oh Christ!
Did he
And
find it?
so all he saw, and then he said nobody went there. And then he saw my nephew open the mailbox, and then the mailbox just broke.
I think you tricked somebody.
I swear to God.
I want you to know while I was there, I had my trailer backed in your driveway. My truck was blocking your mailbox.
Yeah.
Because I was parked like this.
Yeah.
And the mail lady came and had to get out of her car to put the mail in the mailbox.
Yeah.
So I was blocking it. And after that, I watched my trailer as I was leaving. I didn't touch it.
So that was my jeer. The mailbox broke, allegedly, you know. And then my cheer was I went and bought the stuff because I was fixing to get ready to do it. You know, I had to put that new mailbox in. And then 10 minutes after I got home, my wife says to me, hey, the guys are here to cut the grass. His guys cut my grass, right? And so I go out there and I'm like, oh, what's up, Nathan? You're just in time. He's like, what's going on? I said, I got this mailbox post for you. And he's like, oh, yeah. I was like, can you do it for me? He's like, yeah. He goes, you got some post hole diggers? I was like, absolutely. Yes, I do. I went
He came home last night.
I went and grabbed me.
He said, I spent a minute at Eddie's house last night. And I was like, all right. I knew. And he said, did you run that over? I said, no.
I said the same. I said, did one of them hit it?
So anyway, so it's up now. The post is up. So, but we use this like quick setting, like epoxy foam to set it in. And now I got to cut all that excess off now. So
Yeah, are you talking about like the grape stuff foam?
kind of like that. It was like this in this bag. It's made like 4
So,
posts.
As a kid, I had a 22 rifle.
Yeah.
I had a bottle of great stuff at my dad's house. Do not ever shoot a bottle of that
That's a
stuff.
horrible idea.
Because it exploded everywhere.
Yeah.
And Dad's like, you got to clean all that up. I bet if you go in his yard now, there's still some in it.
No, but that's my cheer and jeer. Mailbox broke, but then I really didn't want to have to do it. And then he had just happened to pull up, and I was like, hey, big guy. Help me out.
I'm surprised he did it, to be honest.
He knocked it out.
He's been on his best behavior lately.
He knocked it out.
Mm.
So.
That sounds a good
You
thing.
just got to threaten him a little bit. Good job.
Yeah. So I'll say.
My jeer is I had to spend $611 on oil changes today at Ford for mine and her vehicle. Cheer.
Cheaper do it yourself.
It's under warranty. I want to pay
Yeah,
for
you
it.
can't do it.
I can do it. I have access, but I'm not doing it. My cheer. We could go riding tomorrow. No kids.
That's it.
That's
I love my kids, but
Well, I mean, I gotta ride with somebody, you know.
I wonder why. We should get a
But-
drink though. You ain't got to drive.
I know.
I tell
Well, we know what happened the last time.
The same guy he rode with last time is who he's riding with this
Yeah.
time.
Oh, I got.
And that other guy's also not driving. the truck, so he just long traveled his, and he's ready to play. So
I know why.
Is he bringing a helmet?
I'm not.
I'm saying, is he bringing a
I'm
helmet?
not.
Oh.
Just tighten your harness. Hold it.
But you can't do that. I ain't trying to get kicked out forever.
Yeah, they be kicking
Yeah.
the Coliseum.
Yeah.
They're starting to kick people out.
Oh.
Is that the wife?
The last time I was there was this guy
50 minutes anyway, so probably.
in a chassis. So he goes up. Which was it? No, not Coliseum. Paycheck. Was it Paycheck?
Yeah.
Paycheck has on his harness, helmet, and
Made
everything.
it and everything.
Made it. Got cocky. Goes back down. No, wait. No harness, no helmet. Goes up, man. He gets straight. It stood straight up. Next thing you know, they kicked him out for life. But they said,
He got
I want him
thrown out of
to.
the Buggy.
Yeah.
Okay. Michael don't screw around either.
No.
So,
But that when that shit happens, that makes the park look bad.
yeah.
That is
So-
true.
Yeah.
They have enough to deal with
Yeah, with all the
all their bullshit going on, but
County.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully they pull out of this.
yeah, I think they will.
They-
There's enough people.
Oh yeah. We can do a podcast with them one day. I'm not driving to Indian Mountain though. You'll have to.
You're gonna have to get Michael, and he's not because I think he's living in Savannah right now.
Oh, I'll drive to Savannah.
Yeah, we can. Trip.
You know what I mean? I had to write it off.
Write it off.
Get a buddy that has a shop down there. You can go do it down there.
Let's go.
I mean, I'll rent a conference room.
I have
you know what I mean?
He just wants to go to damn Savannah.
I'll rent a conference room.
I'll go. We tried to do a ghost tour down there one time and it poured rain. We got canceled, but I ate some alligator down there. Shout out to Floyd.
Shout out, yeah, R.I.P.
Oh yeah.
Alligator in Peachtree City. Did you see
Oh.
that?
Mm-mm.
Peachtree City
Oh,
alligator got ran
Floyd.
over last night in Peachtree
At
City.
like 1:30.
So there's
in the
this
morning.
alligator.
He's like 12 foot long.
Yeah, yeah,
Allegedly.
and you would have no problem with that 12-foot alligator.
I'd grab it.
Yeah, I would bet.
First of all, any alligator over 3.5 feet, we already discussed that. So, anyway, over in Peachtree City, there was this in Lake Peachtree, I guess.
He was on the creek.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Creek.
Yeah. So, but anyway, it was this crocodile, this alligator, Floyd.
He's been there for years. So he got
Years.
spotted on a little sandbar a few years ago and disappeared. He knew what he was doing. Somebody had to let him go as a baby. There's no other. Well,
I'm gonna
It
say.
didn't just come here.
I'm
There's
gonna
no
say
other
something.
scene
If there's
where-
one, there's another one.
oh yeah, there's got to be.
Just saying.
I'm just saying, if it's bigger than 3 feet, I ain't messing with it.
Why? You scared?
I'll
Yeah.
jump on his back and wrestle.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah. Okay, you do that.
Yeah.
You do that.
You gonna video it for me?
I was gonna say make sure you video.
Yeah. I'll yell out "World Star" while you're doing it too.
Hell yeah,
World star.
Definitely go viral if I do that.
You got a cheer and a jeer for this week? Before we get off.
I mean,
Well, so the cheer, I guess, would be people actually can pick their shit up for once.
Hey,
You gotta beg them sometimes, but
yeah.
so we're down to like 60
60.
units.
I'm about ready to make me another one of these Washington apples.
Okay.
I may be staying the night tonight.
I thought that's what you were doing anyway. Cause you're
Yeah,
going.
I didn't even bring no clothes.
I'm passing your house in the morning.
Speaking of clothes, where can you get one of these? Can you get one of these T-shirts anywhere?
Oh yeah, I'm about to put
Yeah.
the order in. If you what size you wear?
Extra large.
I got some people that didn't pick up. I'll just give you one. We'll go from there.
Oh,
But
I could take extra large too. This 3X is a little too big on me.
is that it?
I mean, make
That's
sure
it.
y'all just go like,
Subscribe, follow.
Share.
Yeah, share. We're on
Yeah, we're getting-
every social media
We're
site.
getting pretty good with the videos. So.
Yeah.
Eddie is.
I'm working on it. I didn't have any. I didn't have any reels.
We'll get you some videos tomorrow.
I didn't have any reels from the last one because I couldn't get. Well, when I sent that audio over, the lips didn't match up, and I can't stand it.
Yeah, that shit.
You know, so I'd rather not put out garbage than just put out garbage. So
Yeah, throw the garbage away. We'll get some videos tomorrow, Brownlee.
Yeah.
allegedly, I tell y'all that every time. Y'all, oh yeah,
I'll get my wife to do it.
Hey, I can show you how to use this, and y'all can take that microphone and be like,
yeah, we could.
I have this microphone.
It's in the box.
Oh, it's right here.
I saw it earlier.
Interviews.
Yeah.
For street interviews, they can be out there. Hey,
Hey, are you gonna hit this?
Hey, you might get some people to actually do something.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's true.
Because a lot of times you go out
I mean,
there.
I'm telling you,
and
that
they
would be
just
killer.
sit
I
there.
could teach you how to do it.
All right, we can do it after this.
Perfect.
We can do it after this.
Perfect. Because
I'll
it's
probably be drunk doing it.
Look,
but,
it's
you know.
the
Don't
same.
matter.
It's the same
Just,
microphone.
just encourage you.
Come on. It just clips in. It's the same microphone. It just clips in.
Okay.
You gonna trust him with that?
I'm gonna trust y'all with this.
Y'all.
Now you got
Y'all.
responsibility.
If your wife's going, I'll put her in charge.
Okay. She sleeps.
Man, she gonna be passed out in there.
She gets a little intoxicated and she falls asleep in the passenger seat. She's like hanging on her harness like this.
Hey, you know what? That means she's having a great time.
Hey, I'd like to take a trail nap every now and then, but I gotta drive.
That's the life he chose.
It is. It happens.
You know,
Anyway,
I have to drive all the time.
that's what we
You know, I
do.
have to DD all the time.
Oh yeah.
Me too, unfortunately.
That Tito's.
Every day. Anyway, that's all I got.
All right. Well, thank y'all.
And we want to thank Brady.
Brady, thanks for coming
showing
out.
up.
Thanks for
Make
coming.
sure y'all go
No problem.
follow, like.
West Georgia Power.
West Georgia Power Sports. I'll link them in on everything.
Don't
Thank
take
you
it
guys
to-
for having me. It was
I appreciate you making the drive out, man.
Oh yeah.
No
We appreciate
problem.
it.
If you want to come back, just let us know.
Yeah.
Or we'll come to you.
It was
Yeah,
a good time,
we
so anybody else that wants to do it.
Hey.
We can sit in your shop and do one.
Yeah, we can come.
Shit,
We
you
can
don't
come
want to
back.
see that fucking mess.
Well, I mean, that way you could kind of show us around.
Yeah, we can do a walk
We
around.
could do a walk around. It could be
You
a
can
whole
show us
different.
the-
It could be a whole different experience for us. You know,
Hey, I'm more than game if you guys want to do it one day.
we'll figure something
We'll
out.
have to DD.
We're gonna have cool shit though. We don't want none of that junk sitting
Yeah.
around.
Yeah, that's
Some
fine.
stuff.
No CF motos. No.
But I mean,
cans.
I would DD
Damn.
you guys. Yeah,
Let's do it.
because I don't drink anyways.
It's not
It would
that
have to
far.
probably be more like a Saturday night though, so I don't have to work the next
We'll
day.
plan it.
So,
I don't really work Sundays, but
well, I don't work Sundays either, but I work Saturdays in the morning. I don't want to have to drive all the way out there, DD you guys all the way back.
Man, you right up the road. It ain't that far.
Now, first of all,
anyway,
we'll
be going out there.
Cheers. Hope everybody have a fantastic weekend or week.
We'll recap Indian Mountain for you
Yep. Next week.
next week.